Oh, oh, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Still, macht nicht kein Gewalt. Der Rebbe geht schon davenen bald. Und als der Rebbe davend alle Chassidim, bleibt der Satan a Teuten liegen. Everyone, still, macht nicht kein Gewalt. Der Rebbe geht schon davenen bald. Hoi! And now, I welcome all of you this Shabbat, and we begin the service with the candle lighting, our beautiful cantor daughter, Chelsana.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Amen.
Hello, hello. Shabbat Shalom to you.
Shabbat Shalom to you guys.
Thank you. And everyone
I'm getting
else?
some echo. Is anyone else getting echo?
No.
Huh.
Okay. Hopefully, Tess is getting echo.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, but I think it's okay. Keep going. Okay. So, Jerry.
Oh. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I am honored to thank you, my darling. I'm honored to read a prayer from our collective hearts by Arthur Lindner. We begin every service with this particular poem because it's very significant. Please, Lord, may I pray in an orthodox way, for I know what it is I am trying to say. But in reading and bowing and rising by text and remembering in order that which comes next, I become so engrossed by the ritual and rite that the essence of prayer is lost from my sight. While attempting to follow by rotas where led, I feel that I'm worshiping ritual instead. Forgive me, Lord, if my indoctrination seems weak and there is no ancient language I speak. But Lord, would you listen if only I took words from my heart instead of a book? For I find no liturgy that for me can replace my own heartfelt words for your merciful grace. Then, Lord, without eloquence, I raise up my hand and pray to you simply, please, Lord, understand.
Understand. Nicely read, Jerry. I love that. And it's so perfect for Creative Arts Temple.
Well, it should be perfect for every temple and synagogue throughout the country.
You're absolutely
right. It was lovely. But thank you for your nice comment.
No, you're welcome. I had looked up what day it was in history, April 13th before. And there is someone that has always been kind of dear to me, and I probably think for Chelsana and Tess and all of us, because this was the day that, I'll read it from here. It does better than me. Accused of selling military secrets to Germany and convicted in an irregular trial against a backdrop of anti-Semitism, French officer Alfred Dreyfus was imprisoned this day in 1895 on Devil's Island off French Guiana. And we did it with respect, but we also had a dog that we called Dreyfus, who ended up becoming Doofus. But we were doing that in honor and memory of Alfred Dreyfus. So that was, way back in 1895 on that, and that was yesterday, April 13th. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you.
Well, that was nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We all get something. Yes.
I never called Dreyfus Doofus. For the record, he was always Dreyfus.
I did.
No,
He annoyed me.
wonderful dog who
Yes.
wanted to mark his territory on my mother's side of the bed.
Yes, and I never forgot him that he did that. And then he chewed up my teddy bear from when I was a child. And that just doubled it. It took me years to get over all of that. Anyway,
Right.
but
Well, you're not over it. You're still not over it.
No, it's still upset.
You know, the echo is coming from you guys.
It is?
Yes.
Oh,
your computer.
Jerry, make sure your phone is on silent.
I can't.
Why? It's
I
under
don't have
here.
it. Oh,
Yes, you
here
do.
it is. Yes.
Here, and I did
It
mine.
is. It is on.
Silent?
Mm.
Okay.
Anyway.
Is that any better? Oh, is that any
So-
better, Chelsea?
No. So, Lecha Dodi, we welcome in the Sabbath bride. You know this. Sing it with me. Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi. Likrat kala p'nei Shabbat. Nikabla. Lecha Dodi. Likrat kala p'nei Shabbat. Nikabla. Shmar v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'lidila. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala b'nei Shabbat, nekabla, lecha Dodi, likrat kala b'nei Shabbat, nekabla. Itoreri, kiva orech kumi uri shir daberi, kevod Adonai alich ningla. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala b'nei Shabbat, nikabla, lecha Dodi, likrat kala b'nei Shabbat, nikabla, boi v'shalom ateret bala. גם ברינה וצולה, תוך אמונם סגולה, בואי חלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה בני שבת, נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת, נקבלה. And she's
Nee.
here.
Here she is. Welcome.
Thank you,
Sabbath
my
Queen.
Kala. Yes, and the Kala. God love you.
Mhm.
And this takes on much more significance than the last time we did this. Same Lecha Dodi. The Sabbath Queen has landed. And God bless you, my dear darling.
Wait, can we?
They-
Why don't you tell them why you are the Sabbath Queen? The Kala.
Kala, which translates to bride. Abe and I had a civil ceremony on March 26th, and my mom flew out for that. It was a very small little thing. And we're gearing up for our May 28th wedding, where Rabbi Jerry Ram Cutler will officiate. And we're so excited. We're getting that together. So yes, we are technically husband and wife at the moment already,
Yeah.
and it feels great. But it will
Wow.
feel different after the Jewish ceremony. I have no doubt.
Oh, I'm sure.
And who is it that conducted the civil ceremony? That's interesting.
Yes, my godfather, Sanford Teller, who's a godfather to Tess Mackenzie Cutler as well, and he adopted me along with his wife Roberta. And we couldn't have gotten any luckier. We have the best godparents in the world.
Yes,
And
you do.
and then I have lots of fairy godmothers. Katie Haber is a fairy godmother who I'm so proud of and I adore, and I can't wait to see her. But Sandy conducted it, and he was great. He was great. You saw it, Daddy.
He was okay.
He was no Jerry Cutler, but he was.
Sandy never stops to amaze me. He is wonderful, and we go back over 60 years. So quite a terrific guy. And if I've stayed with him that long, he's really something. He's somebody that I cling to tenaciously, not physically because he's in New York, we're in California, but my mind is always intertwined with his somehow. And God bless him for that.
They're always good to the whole family.
Yeah.
Very quickly, I just want to jump in. When I arrived at their apartment, Abe and Chelsana, Chelsea had the dress on that she'd bought at Nordstrom's, and it was way too big. And
what happened?
Go ahead.
What happened was, I had bought the dress. I took it to the cash register. It was my size, and then the person who was ringing me up said, "Oh, there's some stains. Let me get another dress." She brought back, unbeknownst to me and her, that it was a different size than the one that I was purchasing. So I tried on the dress 5 minutes before the ceremony was to begin, and it was huge. And so my mother called up Nordstrom's and somehow got it all together that somebody at Nordstrom's was going to deliver personally the dress. And so he rushed over here and delivered the right size.
Yeah, I
and he steamed it for us. Yeah. Thank you for coordinating that and producing the day. I love you.
I love you too.
That's us. Not on the wedding day, but yeah, it's a separate day.
That's beautiful. Anyway, that was just to inform all of you. And even though we would love to invite everybody, we can't to the Jewish ceremony. So what we're going to do is stream it so that we can all see it together. We've made it just immediate family, and we'd love to have you, but the cost is up on everything, and so but
I'd love to have you there with me by watching online, and I'd be honored if you did, and that's how I could celebrate with you. And I want to take a quick moment just to thank the people who have written in. The temple sent out a congratulatory email to us, and I want to thank everyone who's been writing in. And Lorraine Goldberg, who went to our registry and bought us. The second she got the email, she bought us gifts, and thank you, Lorraine, and I will thank you more formally soon. But you mean the world to me, and I love you. And when we receive the gifts and whenever we use them, we will be thinking of you, of course.
No, yeah, she's.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the
so
picture from the wedding day.
Okay, that's thank you. Okay.
Okay, so from that to
Hero Israel. This is some segue, right? Hero Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. The Shema. From my
All right, byword of our people.
Kala.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך ושרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וספתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישרך. I'm used to reading the Hebrew and reciting it, but I was actually reading the transliteration that Tess had put up and got a little messed up there.
But you did it beautifully. I was looking at every word you were singing, and you were marvelous.
Yay!
Yay!
One for Jelsana.
Oh, and I just want to say I hope everybody out there had a lovely Passover.
Oh, right. We want to know if you made anything special for Passover. If you have any pictures, please share with us of your family. I made a lot of. We went to Abe's brother for the second night of Pesach, and I made matzah brittle with marshmallows, chocolate, homemade toffee, walnuts, and I made vanilla macaroons and this wonderful chocolate cake with Passover friendly icing, frosting with raspberries, and it was delicious, if I may say so. If anybody wants recipes for next year, I'll gladly share. But it was delicious. I want to know what your Passover recipes were. I know I sent Tess a picture of a chocolate covered matzah with peanut butter and marshmallow. There it is. And it looks strange. It might look very strange, but it was
Looks very suspect.
But it was on the whim. I had a sweet tooth, and so I mixed the chocolate peanut butter and melted the marshmallows a bit and made a swirl.
And you make the best.
If you have anything left over except what you showed us, please bring it with you when I see it. It sounds delicious.
I'll make it for you fresh there.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Now you're talking.
Okay. It's time for our Shabbat poem, which we've read every Friday when we've done a service, and it is, when God made the world, he made it full of light, the sun to shine by day, and the moon and stars by night. He made it full of life, lilies, oaks, and trout, tigers and bears, sparrows, hawks, and apes. And God took clay from earth's four corners to give it the breath of life. And he said, "This is very good. Man, woman, and child, all are good. Man, woman, child resemble God. Like God we love, like God we think, like God we care." Wow, Tess, you put some music behind that.
Some lounge music.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, honey.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome. Oh, that was lovely.
Are you going to talk about the Israel Independence Day? Or what are you going to do?
Actually, I'm going to speak about Yom HaShoah.
Oh, okay. Well,
But,
yes.
okay.
but it is the Israeli
Day of
Independence Day.
Remembrance.
Yom HaAtzmaut coming up April 25th and 26th.
Yom HaShoah before then.
Oh, right. But do you
And
want me
we-
to sing Al Kol Leila? It's
I
okay.
want you to sing anything. I never tire of listening to you.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Thank you, Chelsana.
Okay. Well, it's for you, Dad. It's one of my dad's favorite songs, and you guys were in Israel for Yom HaAtzmaut, and you actually experienced that firsthand. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we did. We also were there for
Yom HaShoah,
Yom HaShoah,
which is before.
Yom
Yeah,
HaShoah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
the 15th, is it, Jerry?
it's the Day of Remembrance,
Yeah,
and
which we're doing later.
we yes, I'll be talking about that.
Okay,
But let us continue, my dear friend.
with Al Kol Leila.
Okay, Al
Chelsea.
Kol Leila. על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק, על ביצנו התינוקת, שמור לי הטוב. על האש המבוערת, על המים הזכים, על האיש השב הביתה מן המרחקים, על כל אלה, על כל אלה, שמור נא לי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק. I will now sing the English version instead of going on with the Hebrew, just so you know what I've been singing. Every bee that brings the honey needs a sting to be complete, and we almost learn to taste the bitter with the sweet. Keep, O Lord, the fire burning through the night and through the day, for the man who is returning from so far away. Al kol eile, shmor li eli atov, al hadvash ve'al ha'oketz, על המר והמתוק, על כל אלה, שמור נא לי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful. Lisa Kashi, who I guess a lot of the younger people won't remember her because she stopped singing a long time. I loved when she sang that. It was so.
There's no one.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
there's no
amazing.
one who sang it like her, and I wish I could hear her. I
No.
almost can't in my ear, but in my ear, yeah.
You're my next favorite person singing that. Okay.
Elisa's my
Thank-
number one too. As
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
1 and 2.
I-
She's my 1 and 2.
I'm going to turn this over here, methinks. How is that? Because I'm going to step out because you're going to do your sermon. Okay.
I am.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God. Yom HaShoah, Day of Remembrance. Aha. Excuse me while I fix my attire. Students of history should be forgiven if their faith in humanity is sometimes deeply shaken. Given our collective past is so rife with mass atrocities, it's easy to despair about the darkest side of the human condition. No event makes people shudder at the human capacity for evil than the Holocaust. Next week, one of the most solemn dates on the Jewish calendar, Israel and Jews around the world will mark Yom HaShoah in memory of the 6 million Jews murdered by the Nazis during World War II. If the Holocaust brought out the worst in far too many people, it also brought out the best in far too few people. Among the latter are heroic individuals in the Jerusalem-based Yad Vashem World Holocaust Remembrance Center, officially designates as righteous among the nations for having saved Jews at great personal risk to the rescuers and their families. In 1963, Yad Vashem began this program of recognition. Since then, it has honored nearly 28,000 people from 51 countries in connection with more than 10,000 authenticated rescue stories. In fact, one of our friends, late husband, the two of them donated, I think it was $1 million to Yad Vashem. And what a wonderful, incredible gift to Yad Vashem to keep the memory going. So Nicole Carcenti, you and your late husband, whose name escapes me, Jefferson?
Charles
Charles
Nageti.
You are to be honored forever and worshiped and loved like I love you, like we love you. I just had to mention that because what wonderful, wonderful gift you gave to the world. The Righteous are focus of a powerful documentary, a Holocaust-related educational program. Its title is Saving the World Entire, Rescuers During the Holocaust. It's derived from the Talmud, in which it is written, whoever saves a single life, saves the entire world. Tragically, saving Jews was not a normal human impulse. For most of humanity during the Second World War in Nazi-occupied Europe, it was anything but obvious to most people to help Jews evade capture and near certain death in concentration camps. Saving the world entire. The film describes an incident from the 2008 march. As thousands of young people assembled at the infamous Auschwitz death camp on Yom HaShoah, they showed their appreciation for a righteous among the nations after one of the Jews who had saved 65 years earlier introduced her to the crowd. The reaction of those who were there, they stood, they applauded her, not just once. The applause came in waves. Time after time, as the applause would die down, it rose up again. It was if the people there didn't want to let go of the beautiful moment of hope, of kindness and humanity. I realize how important it is to always give people hope. I understand that in the darkest times, amidst all the terrible horrors visited by Nazi Germany on the Jewish people and others, there were still people who gave us reason to never give up hope in humanity. Sadly, with the passage of time, most of the righteous and those they saved are no longer alive. As distant as their stories may seem, the lesson should be learned from them is anything but remote in today's toxic reality of pervasive hate, much of it fueled by social media. The courage, compassion, and moral fortitude demonstrated by each of the righteous are a poignant reminder that in the face of injustice, we must all be upstanders, not bystanders, and embrace our allegiance in defense of a more just society. It's a message that's always relevant, and let us never, ever forget. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, for the various holocausts, may my right hand forget its cunning. I will never forget. Don't you forget. All of us have a history of someone 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50, 100 years ago, whose life was decimated by the Holocaust in Nazi Germany. Please, we must never forget. God bless you all. Amen.
Amen. Yo. Here, let me move this just a little bit. Wow, Jerry. Strong.
Beautiful, Daddy.
Thank you.
Oh, to follow this up, Jerry, where Bill Marks played Exodus.
Wait a minute. I heard that name before. Bill Marks is a very close friend of ours, of the family. And it's someone who I adore, I look up to. He's an incredible man. He comes from a show business family. They were called the Marx Brothers, in case any of you can't connect the two. And Harpo, who played that beautiful harp, who never said a word in the films. That's his dad, who sadly passed away years ago. But Bill Marx, his offspring, is here to play
Exodus. Wow. I love how he just takes control of that piano and just
he's an
wonderful
arranger,
stylist.
he's a composer.
He's incredible. He really is.
He's
And
available for
I did the camera work for taping him, filming him, but Tess did the editing, and she is a
And covered
masterful editor.
all of her photographic mistakes.
But also, you'll see she did a video on we mentioned Katie Heber earlier, but you'll see a video that she produced, directed, and edited.
Tess.
And it's gotten millions and millions of views on YouTube, and we think that it'll be very meaningful to you. So I look forward to playing that for you in a bit.
Okay, but meanwhile, we have some birthdays and anniversaries.
Yes, we have some birthdays in the family. Nina Bush, sister number 1, the eldest, it's her birthday. It was her birthday, April 12th. Happy birthday, Nina. Eli, my nephew, who's sister number 3, Daniella's son, firstborn child, and April 17th. Happy birthday to you, Eli. And
they
Donna
just-
Paul. Happy birthday, Donna Paul.
Hope you're feeling well.
Yes.
Go ahead, Jerry. What about Eli?
Eli just got accepted to
Berkeley,
yes,
and UCLA and UCSB.
well, all the top
Schools.
colleges in the country. He's an incredible young man. God bless him. Very, very bright, needless to say. And we wish him a happy, healthy, wonderful birthday now and for many years to come.
Hear, hear.
God bless him.
Happy birthday and happy anniversary. A happy anniversary to my parents, who
Right.
April 2nd celebrated yet another anniversary, 39 years.
Yeah. Wow. It's a long time. Who knew? Every year we were separating. But anyway, we've been very happy.
Prior to getting together, married, we were separated.
Well, that's true.
Not during the marriage, it's held very strong. Thank you.
Yes, it has. Anyway, let's hear and see birthdays and anniversaries.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Mazel tov, everyone.
Yeah, that was our Joe.
Yes.
From
tenor in our choir. Mazel tov. We love you and we wish you all the very, very best. Continued years and health and happiness and love.
Yes. And we also want to wish everyone a good healing by Chelsana and Jerry doing Mishaberik.
If you know of somebody who is ill, or perhaps this person is you, and you need some healing, mind, body, and spirit, please insert your name in the middle in between the chants. And my father will also recite some names. This is Misha Berach. Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
Ken Bittix, Lowell Dreyfus, Andrew Martin, Peter Paul.
Donna, too. Donna Paul.
And Donna Paul, yes. Peter and Donna. April sponsors.
And Debbie Biddix.
Yes, and Debbie Biddix.
And Debbie Biddix.
How about Penny Dreyfus? Is she doing okay?
Penny Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Penny, well, her husband.
I know Lowell.
We did, yeah. Penny is, but she's a strong boy. She's incredible. But
Yeah, she is.
she's right by his side and giving him courage, and he's doing good because of it. God bless him. April sponsors.
And this is for all of you out there. Just to conclude it, Mishabeirach Imotenu Makor Habracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah Shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
That was a beautiful amen. Thank you, my darling.
That was. Anyway, we want to thank our sponsors for Oneg, Debbie and Ken Bittix, and Gregory Cruz. we thank you. And we also want to thank Joey English for she has the longest running radio show for her shout outs, and which that's very, very sweet of her. Thank you, Joey.
Thank you. And the radio shows in the Palm Springs area, the entire Palm Springs area.
Coachella Valley. Right.
And this is a special Kohanic prayer for all of you out there. The Yavarechecha, the threefold blessing. Yavarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you. May God shine his countenance upon you. May God grant you, each and every one of you, peace, health, happiness, strength, and beautiful daughters like I was blessed with.
Very nice.
Shalom.
Here's what we're going to talk about, Yom HaShoah, Jerry.
What?
Okay. In commemoration of Yom HaShoah, we'd like to show you a short documentary on our dear friend Katie Haber's story. April 20th. Okay, it's her mother's yahrzeit, but Tess produced, directed, and edited and narrated part of the short film, and we all joined in to assist her. So you've seen this before, but I think it's an incredible story. So please watch.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, we don't have it. Okay.
All right. We'll post it on the website and on Facebook and YouTube.
Right. Okay. And I just
I will never have closure. I hate to say it, but I think closure is such an awful word. What does closure mean? Oh, I can close those books now and I'm now happy and I know. No, you never have closure when you understand and learn what horrors your own personal family have gone through. I don't think I'll ever have closure. My name is Katie Haber, and I'm the proud owner of 20 70-year-old puppets that until recently were in an old box in a far-off country in Europe. In 1943, when my family was transported to the Theresian prison camp, my Aunt Trudy gave her neighbor, Mrs. Habra, all her family possessions for safekeeping, including Martin's 20 beloved puppets.
It starts with Martin Zelenka, an 8-year-old boy from Prague, and his cherished box of puppets. He was the son of Jewish parents Franta and Trudy Zelenka, and lived on a cobblestone street in Old Town Prague.
All I know is I imagine Martin to be the love of my parents' life and the love of my aunt and uncle's life, because he was their first and only child. I know that he was a much treasured child, a very happy child, because all the photographs I have of him are just how a child should be.
In the apartment building where Martin grew up, his mother Trudy and next-door neighbor Mrs. Habra forged a friendship that passed the test of time. And this friendship is how Katie Haber received a box of marionette puppets that were stowed away in a closet for 7 decades.
Growing up in England, I remember my parents spending endless hours trying to find out what happened to their family, but they never did. So, in 2008, I went to Prague on a journey of discovery.
On that journey, Katie retraced the footsteps of her lost relatives. She visited their old neighborhood. She went to Terezin, to Auschwitz. She returned to the city her parents fled and vowed never to return. And that's where she found what she was looking for. There's a picture of Trudy and Martin. Trudy is gazing somewhere off camera. Martin is sitting on his mother's lap, a precocious smile. For 70 years, nobody knew who this picture was of 2 nameless victims as it hung in the Jewish Museum in Terezin. That is, until Katie came along and identified her aunt and cousin.
This identification that I did at the museum became huge news, and it was in all magazines and newspaper articles that this Jewish woman from Hollywood had identified a photograph that had been unidentified for over 70 years.
In 2008, when Pavel, Mrs. Habra's son, read about the identification in a local paper, he emailed Katie saying he had a box of memories that rightfully belonged to her. Weeks later, she received a box from Prague with 20 marionette puppets.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the puppets. I'm very, I should give them to the LA Holocaust Museum, but at the moment I'm not willing to give them up. I just want to savor them.
Wow, that's an amazing story, isn't
And,
it?
and partly filmed with an iPhone 6, so you see it's been a few years now, but
Yeah.
my pride for my sister is evergreen. So proud of you, Tess. Always. You're incredible.
You're good sisters. You really are.
We were blessed. We are always blessed with you two. And I still love
There
you,
you are, Jerry.
even though you're a little far from us.
Yeah,
You
Just
probably love us more because of that.
maybe. Berlin at the moment, producing this, and Chelsea's in New York, and we're here in Palm Desert.
Beautifully
And-
done,
or-
Tess. If
Yeah.
you are observing a yard site or you're within the year of mourning,
Your dad wants to read thank yous to people who sent donations for yard
please
site.
go ahead, Daddy. Sorry.
Doug and Ronnie Cohen in memory of Alan Cohen. Arlene Daniels in memory of Stan Daniels, one of the great comedy writers of our time. Den Beston, Craig and Randy Den Beston, and Craig and Randall. Oh, no, not Randall or Randy. I cannot see very well.
Well, Randy's fine.
Okay. In memory of Morton Fallick, paid by Allison, Mupas and Randy Den Beston. Morty Fallick, great editor.
Mm-hmm.
Marty and Phyllis Gilmore in memory of Lenore Gilmore. Howard and Charlotte Goldberg in memory of Elizabeth Berman. Mitch Kahn and Ava and Richmond.
No, it's the way it came out. So it's Mitch and Ava Richmond Kahn, I think, in memory of Marvin Kahn.
Bill and Gail Landers in memory of Nathan Berkovitz. Daniel Paulson, our good friend Dan, one of the great producers of TV in Hollywood, in memory of Bess Channon Paulson. Thank you, Dan. Barbara Lee Schultz in memory of George Schultz. Also good.
Yeah.
Good man. God bless Barbara. Arlene Sedaris in memory of Andy Sedaris. Thank you, Arlene. Phyllis Schwartzman and Erwin Spear in memory
No,
of...
it's actually Phyllis Spear and Erwin Schwartzman, I think.
Oh, Phyllis Spear. Phyllis, yes. Phyllis Spear, Erwin Schwartzman, memory of Jack Spear. Also a very well noted man. Carol Spear in memory of Judith Fireberg and Jacob Meyer Tristram. Lucy Welch in memory of Simon Welch. Thank you, Lucy. And yes, he was a wonderful man, as was your son also. God bless his memory. Thank you, Lucy.
And now we would like to play the yard sites, and your names will be up there.
Recite the Kaddish with my dad.
יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, בעלמא דברך חינותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון ויומי חון וחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תעמידן בעלמא, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
My dad was in there.
Oh,
And
Grandpa Billy,
yes.
Also,
wonderful trumpet player.
And how?
Lieutenant Janowski, did you see that? Lieutenant Janowski was, I believe, killed in air raid. He was a pilot, and his plane, unfortunately, was taken down while he was doing a good deed in bombing Germany on one of those miserable
Oh, that's Jan Murray's
brother.
brother.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
May you be comforted amongst the mourners of Zion, and by the love surrounding you.
Yeah.
We the last song that I'm going to sing for this themed service is Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, the Jerusalem of Gold. And sing it with me, please. Avir harim salul kayain וריח אורנים נישא ברוח ארבעים עם כל פעמונים ופטר דמת אילן ואבן שבויה בחלומה העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור, הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור. ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור, הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור. Let's sing the first verse again. אוויר הרים צלול כיין וריח אורנים נישא ברוח ארבעים עם כל פעמונים ופטר דמת אילן ואבן שבויה בחלומה העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור, הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור. ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור, הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור.
Wow. Well, that was wonderful, wonderful. And we've come to the end of our service. And we want to wish all of you a peaceful and loving April. And we will see you in May, right?
We may.
Funny. Anyway, good night to all of you.
Good night. We love you. Shabbat Shalom. Have a beautiful week and a wonderful month. We'll see you next month.
Yay.
Love to.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Laila Tov.
Laila.